Now we'll be looking at the CRM, which is the customer relationship management aspects of 390 work. And even though the keyword there is customer, on 390 it's more than that. It's generally called CRM, or in most ERPs and systems, there are also subdivisions. And in 390, there's the customers themselves, and there are the leads and the suppliers. And in this video, we'll be looking at how these relationships work and how you can manage them on 390. So CRM in 390 work is all of your relationships in one place. That's your business relationships in one place. Those are the entities, the individuals, anyone that your business is dealing with, directly or indirectly. There is one central place where all of that information can be stored. And this is more of safety, it's more of stability, it's more of security, such that if a member of staff joins, there's already a place where all of your records are. And a couple of people use spreadsheets to manage these records. And it works. To be honest, it works, but not at scale, because spreadsheets can give you names of each person, or maybe for your suppliers, you can have names of each of those people. But when it starts recording information regarding each of these people, let's say where all of the purchase orders that were sent to a supplier, then you might have to link from that Excel or Google Sheets to another tab where you have those information and all of that. But using CRM really helps to manage all of those. And on 390, there are a few names or words or descriptions to categorize what these names mean in 390. So customers, the first one, are the people you sell to. Everyone knows that. And leads, unfortunately, it's not so commonly known in the business realm here in Africa, but in that regard, leads are potential customers who are not yet converted. A lot of people send messages to businesses online via DMs or maybe formal, informal settings. These are leads. Anyone who you've not converted yet to your business are leads, irrespective of the setting. And contacts are these individuals that are in organizations. So a lead can be an individual or an organization on 390. I'll show you how. And in this case, contacts are the people who are in an organization. So if a lead is an individual, a person, there's no need in 390 to now create a contact under that person anymore. However, generally, if it's an organization, you then need to create individuals. So an organization can be, let's say, MCN or whichever, or Shell, and you can have several people in the organization that you're trying to speak to, and you're documenting all of your conversations and engagements with those people. Suppliers, general term, those are people you buy from. So we also try to make sure that the nomenclature in 390 is the same as real life experiences as well. All right, so difference amongst those three I already explained, but we just try to help you separate these things so that you can have better relationship strategy in your business. And just to summarize that again, a lead is a business or an organization that you're trying to convert, and a customer is an organization or even the person that you're already working with. And a contact is the person inside a lead or a customer. So a customer too can be an organization for some types of B2B businesses. And those contacts are the people within the organization. So just to get that nomenclature right. All right. So now we'll move to the live action on how to add a lead, a supplier, and a customer. All right. So moving straight into 390 work again. And we're here the last time. So let me just jump back to assistant. I go to assistant first just to help me see what is the most recent I need to catch on. And let me go to CRM here. Those three are already there, and maybe zoom in so we can see that really well. So if I start with the customers, right now there are no customers yet, and I need to then start adding. There are several ways you can add a customer. This is the direct way of adding customers. When we get to other aspects, I would show you, for example, when you're adding a transaction, you could also add a customer at that point. Okay, so we have the help button here. Just to, if you click on it, it takes you to the Google Doc I spoke about earlier, just to explain how these customers really work. So after this video, if you want a written breakdown of how to do common things you would be able to see everything here. The customers, we've been able to convert everything I'm going to say now to this part. So you could just go here to have a proper walkthrough as well. All right, so coming back here and you click add customer. So in doing that, we have this interface that just helps you understand to capture all of the information. So remember I said earlier, customers could be individuals or organization. So on changing that, some of the fields will be added or removed. So in this case, if the customer is an individual, we can say Samuel Jackson, for example. Yeah, I know Jackson. So let's say Samuel at gmail.com. Of course, it's going to go to a random person's email. But in that case, let me use this email. Some, yeah. So this is a Google alias. So phone number could be anything. I could decide to just put official number. Source would be where you get this particular customer from. We've already pre-populated on 390 with a few of the sources that you might have. These are common ones, and you can definitely add more. I'll show you where you could most likely add more of those sources. And labels as well. I would also show you how labels work in case you need to see maybe it's a new customer or premium customer or whichever. You could just assign labels, create and assign labels. And you can assign it to anybody in your organization, more of like an account manager. So whether it's the main person here, myself or my assistant, let me keep it to myself. Then country, again, you could just choose a country. This automatically creates an address for the customer. So you have all of the countries in the world there. Then states, depending, I'm in Lagos, so I could just choose Lagos. Then city, we have most of the cities in Lagos. I am in Lekki. So address, I could just give that for now as blank. I could decide to add another customer whilst I'm adding this first one, just by ticking this. So when you do this and you add a customer, the all pop-up remains the same whilst you add the next person. All right, so I'm going to just add a customer and see what pops up next. All right, so I tick this. So you can see what happened. The old model stayed on. So for you to add the next person again and keep on going, if you have several customers you need to add. So I would close that and you can see Samuel Jackson is now here under mine. So the difference between mine and all is mine are the customers that are assigned to me. In the case of a business, if I had assigned some to my assistants or some colleagues, they would see those customers in the mine section of their page. And you as a business owner or whoever has access to view all of the customers will be able to see all of that here. If you can remember from the permissions, there were several places where, or in the permissions for customers, you saw where you could give them all access, analytics access, and some other settings access. Here is where it shows. All right, and there's analytics and settings. I'll take you through all of this in a jiffy. So this is how the CRM starts. This video is already long, so let's see this as an introduction to the CRM. In the next video, I would take us through the customers sections or section rather really well, and we would also break down the ones of leads and suppliers also. All right.